Hey guys, what's up? My name is Ranger. We're jumping back into our Persona 4 Golden Let's Play right now. And currently it looks like we are getting ready to... it's nighttime, so that's what we're getting ready to do. I think we're actually going to read a book. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. If I totally watched the shopping program this week. And as I said, the shopping program is going to be able to be watched any day from Sunday to Wednesday. We have time to make our purchase. And once we make our purchase, essentially it shuts down and goes bye-bye for the day. So let's make our purchase right now. It doesn't really matter what we actually purchase so much as we do one, as much because of the fact that, well, there is that trophy associated to the purchase of several Tanaka's goods. So we're going to go and read a book on the couch right now. We have several books. You can see we're falling a little bit behind on our book reading right now. So let's read some expert fishing. That'll come in handy later in the game. And it looks like I said, you feel like you're falling behind on things because you're starting to get more and more books. We have more social links to worry about. You're not really falling as far behind as much as you think. It's just you got to realize there's plenty of time right now as the rain continues to fall. And we are getting ready for finals, midterms. I don't know what they're calling it because, yeah, they're calling it finals right now. You take so many tests in the games. And, yeah, that's right. Our summer vacation is going to be starting up in the game in about a week or so. So we're going to have a few weeks of summer vacation. It doesn't go as long as it does over here. Over here, it's usually from like June all the way through, I want to say, early September, late August. Whereas they're just July through some point in August. So it's a lot different in terms of culture shock. You're playing, it's June. Why am I still in school? It's Saturday. Why am I in school? You know, stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of funny at the same time. Not really as much funny as it is kind of more like a, whoa, that's crazy. So we do have free time after school. As you see, Yosuke and Chair just kind of sitting around. So they're not going to be eligible for us to hang out with after school. And it's also raining, so we really don't have a lot of insane options that we could do. I think if we completed the Fox's previous request, we'd be able to spend time with Fox. We can also do the Chinese diner, but I think today we're actually going to take our scooter. And taking a scooter for a ride around the neighborhood sounds like a good idea. And then, like I said, we do want to take rides around the neighborhood with the scooter because it'll unlock new areas for us that we can actually go to on our own throughout the game. Also, you get that really fun little animation right there. So it looks like now we are actually officially able to travel to Okina City. So let's mess around here. We can try to get this Jack Frost doll. It only costs 100 yen. It's totally random. You can do it as many times as you want until the game tells you you should stop. It's not going to eat up your time when we're playing it. I'm going to keep trying because I want this damn doll. Fun fact, they actually did make a real life Jack Frost doll. And they used to sell that in the Atlas webstore. They had a Jack Frost doll and they had a Morgana doll for Persona 5 because they launched a store online after Persona 5 came out and they shut the store down. So I'm curious if they would have made like a Teddy doll. I don't know, but Jack Frost, if you're wondering, is the actual mascot for Atlas. So now it's kind of like an unofficial sub-mascot for Sega since Sega purchased Atlas when Atlas went bankrupt. So just giving you guys some little fun facts there. I'm gonna keep trying this because it's not as easy. It's a programming thing. You don't do anything. I don't control anything. I feel like it's easier to do it for Persona 5. They had a claw machine in Persona 5 as well. For some reason, it's a lot harder to do it in this one than it is in 5. It's totally random. But like I said, they didn't really take up our time since we opened Okina City, so we still have our free time this afternoon to do other things. So we're actually going to go in the diner and we're going to get our free beef bowl on. Now, I always say this should be our 9th time. This should be our 9th time. And if you actually do hit 9 times and you're like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. No, I still think you should be doing it. If you're doing New Game Plus, when you hit that 9 times, you don't have to go anymore, but you're really not going to have much time left. When it's raining, you're not going to have a lot of options. So there we go. That was our 9th time. We got the book. It's 4 chapters, so it's going to take about 4 nights to read. And as you guys can see, it's now evening. The rain stopped. We got our package, and it looks like Nanako went grocery shopping. Good job, Nanako. So we are able to actually do our lunch. If you want to make the lunch, you can make the lunch. We're getting a phone call. Let's see who's calling us right now. Oh, it's a text message. So now that we actually got Okina City open, we do have the option to go to the movies. We can go to the movies only during the day. You can't go during the night. Makes sense, kind of, not really. So we can take a friend to the movie. There is a trophy associated with the movies. We go 3 times during the game at random. 1 playthrough. You can't do 1 new game plus, then 1 in the first play. No, you have to do it all in 1 playthrough. 3 times. Once again, this is one of those trophies that you could easily accomplish in endgame, or if you really want to, you can just kind of spam the save file and just do it 3 days in a row and revert. That's another option as well for some of these options to do. If you feel like doing that, that's fine. I don't know why Yukiko is getting embarrassed. What the hell does give it 9 days mean? I always want to say that, but like, what does that even mean? It hasn't been raining at night, so we haven't been able to see the Midnight Channel, so we don't know anything going on about that yet. So, we're going to go in the afternoon, where we're going to get our lecture. Yep, and it stopped raining. So, we're actually, looks like if the weather maintains this trajectory, we're actually going to be able to do something with one of our social links after school. The question is, which social link are we going to actually be able to hang out with? That is a big question that I'm really curious to see the answer for. And there you go. You actually just learned something. There's actually a medical term for brain freeze. I didn't know that, and that kind of just surprises me a little bit there. Now that we have that answer, we're going to proceed to after school. And now it's cloudy, so it's not raining, so we do have social link access. She is not on the roof, so she's not eligible, but we're going to talk to this girl because she's important. She's imperative here. Now, we're not going to be able to talk to this girl unless we actually have understanding that's pretty high. And at this point in the game, your understanding should be high enough that we're able to talk to her anyway if you're playing fresh from the beginning. This girl is going to be part of that quest for the fox, so we have to talk to her a few times. So this has actually been a long, very long quest, if anything. And then we're on the 3rd floor here. This kid hero is going to give us a quest as well. And it's a series of tasks this kid's going to ask us to do in order to keep up his cleaning club. I've actually never really done it. I don't really have much of interest in maintaining the cleaning club. But if you're interested, there is a quest line. You have to buy a sword and talk to someone on the 2nd floor. But today we're actually going to spend time with Yukiko. We're actually so close to ranking her up. And she kind of tells us about an old woman in black that hangs out at the riverbank on holidays. That is alluding to the lady we saw in the hospital. Kind of say, hey, check out the social link, but it's only on holidays. Yes. We'll be able to do that later. I'm not really too concerned with it at this moment in time, but we're going to spend time with precious Yukiko here. Let's see what's going on here at the Tatsumi Shrine. And there you go. So the big thing here was, I always mess this up every time I get to the point in Yukiko social link and we hit rank 8. I always kind of answer one of these questions wrong, which would essentially lock us out of the next rank for at least one other time. So for example, we would rank up 8 here, and the next time we spend time with her, we stuck kind of at 8. We have to spend more time with her to kind of get ready to rank 9 before we can really do anything else. And it's really, like I said, that's an example of why it's imperative that we actually answer the questions correctly. And I really like how Yukiko is kind of coming into terms with her true feelings about everything, and not kind of like when essentially rebel, so to speak. I don't know. It's a lot more than I try to explain it to be, but we're able to go out tonight. And our package came from the Amazing Commodity Show. So we're going to head into the shopping district. I'm actually going to level up here with Sayako here, which will be great. Because what's great about the nighttime social links is we have plenty of time at night, so to speak, to do them, but we also have our other tasks.
Don't give me that, you slutty bitch! You knew from the start!
So we get a double boost in courage here from that incident, and as well as the books.
Oh, you're here.
And I like how we're at the point now with Sayako's social link where we're actually going to start getting more of a backstory about her as a person instead of her being this like wicked like 27-year-old flirtatious nurse. It's actually always really interesting because we reach a certain point in everyone's social link where we kind of see who they really are versus who they're projecting themselves to be. And I always say that always makes these games as a whole seem a lot more well written than a lot of other counterparts. For example, I love Dragon Quest XI, don't get me wrong, but the way they portray Sylvando is very open and blatantly a specific way. But then we take a character like Kanji, who's got all these different sort of other aspects, so to speak, whereas Sylvando's just, hey, and then Kanji's like implied to be like, hey. But
I'm sorry.
You know, I'm kind of just going off a little rant right now, kind of saying, hey, Persona's superior to the game. This franchise has been around longer than some of us have been alive, but you know, that's all just speculation. My thoughts there. We've reached rank 5 with Sayako. I'm gonna think ranking her all the way up, unlike with Persona 5, you really don't get anything special.
Goodbye now.
When you rank up the social links in this game, you don't get any special outside of your bonuses that you get for your personas. I feel like 5 had more of an incentive to kind of rank up. Certain characters did more things for you. You got discounts in shops. You got a better like special attack. I'm not. I forget off the top of my head because I played Persona 5 in the beginning of the year a couple times. Might go back to it just to remember everything. That's the problem with these types of games. You know everything about the game, or enough about the game to go through it and just blindly, blow through it when you're playing it. But when you don't play it, like little details you kind of forget. That's how I feel right now about that game. It's the same with this one. I totally forgot a lot of stuff about this game when I first started fresh, and then all of a sudden I get about a couple minutes in, I'm like, oh. Like past that little tutorial block we had a while ago, I start remembering things. I feel like these are the type of games that do that. They're so long, you play them like 2-3 times in a row, or within a certain period of time, and then you kind of put them down, and you don't go back to them for 6-7 years, and you pick them back up, and then after a little bit, a lot of people were saying that about the Tony Hawk Pro Skater remaster. It's like, I haven't played Tony Hawk in 20 years, and muscle memory should get in, stuff like that. So now we get to lunchtime after a fun little lecture and question session with our teacher. And let's see which social links we have the ability to really spend time with today.
Yo.
Looks like Kanji is an option for us. And like I said, we're not going to confirm. We're not going to commit to any social links usually during the day. And by turning them down, it doesn't actually affect the social link. So if we say no to like Kanji here, if we had that option, it wouldn't like cause him not to rank up with us if we chose to hang out with him after class anyway. So we do see that girl in the corner here. We're going to talk to her again because it's going to be important. The sooner we get to talk to her a few times, the sooner we can actually spend time with the fox and rank up that social link. So we're going to actually give her lessons, and that our expression has to be at a certain level. If your expression's not at a certain level, you can't do this right now. We have to figure out ways to do your expression. Drama club and band club are going to be your ways to increase expression, and I believe there are certain books that will also do it, and there are also certain jobs that you can do that will also improve your expression. But by this point in the game, if you're following a guide or if you're doing everything correctly at this point in the game, you should be able to do this relatively easily. And I don't think your expression has to be as high as you think it is, but remember, my stats are all maxed out, so it doesn't really matter as much. So we still have to talk to her at least one more time before we can even complete this quest. So like I said, some of these quests from the fox take longer than others, and it feels a little frustrating. So today we're actually going to spend time with Yosuke and see what Yosuke's up to.
Yo!
Like I said, we kind of bum rushed through Yosuke's social link at first, and then we kind of pulled the brakes on it, and we kind of slowed down with it.
Alright!
It happens with those social links in the beginning of the game, and it's just the way that it works.
Welcome! Thanks, man. You kidding?
There we go, we ranked up with Yosuke now, and we are at actually ranked 6, which doesn't sound terrible, but for the fact that Yosuke was available really early on in the game, it feels like we're kind of falling behind. Don't worry about it, guys. Yosuke, we'll get him all maxed out. It's not a matter of how, it's a matter of when. We have plenty of time. Remember, the game goes until at least December in terms of regular mode. If you mess up, you don't get the best ending, which we're not going to do. We're actually going to get the best ending anyway. But anyway, needless to say, this looks like a great place for us to call it a break today, guys. My name's been Angry Managers. This has been Persona 4 Golden, out now on the PC. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.